The world will test you with noise, stress, and endless distractions. Most people break under the weight of it all, but the Stoics discovered how to become unshaken. The secret is found in habits, small daily practices that rewire your thinking and forge inner strength. These aren't abstract ideas or motivational slogans. They are disciplines that can transform your mind into a fortress. Today, we'll explore 10 Stoic habits that will make you mentally untouchable. Let's dive in. The first Stoic habit is morning preparation. The way you start your day determines whether the world controls you or you control the world. Think about your mornings. Most people wake up, check their phone, and instantly get pulled into other people's chaos. A rude email, a critical text, news headlines that spark fear. And just like that, the day is already stolen. Marcus Aurelius knew this trap. That's why he started every morning with mental preparation. He wrote, "Today you will meet people who are meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly." This wasn't negativity, it was armor. By expecting the challenges ahead, nothing surprised him. Modern psychology calls this stress inoculation. Studies show that when we anticipate difficulties, we react with more calm and less shock. So start your day like Marcus. Expect the friction. Remind yourself that setbacks, rude people, and problems are not exceptions. They are the rule. A day defended in the morning is rarely defeated by night. The second habit is voluntary discomfort. The Stoics knew that comfort weakens the mind, while chosen hardship forges resilience. Why do most people crumble when life gets tough? Because they've trained only for comfort. But comfort is a lie. It makes you fragile. Epictetus said, "Curb your desire. Don't set your heart on so many things, and you will get what you need." The Stoics practiced voluntary discomfort, fasting, sleeping on hard surfaces, walking barefoot, even imagining worst-case scenarios, not to suffer but to toughen their minds. Today's science agrees. Researchers on resilience find that people who practice controlled discomfort, like cold showers, fasting, or hard workouts, develop higher stress tolerance. They train their nervous system to adapt instead of collapse. If you want to be untouchable, don't avoid discomfort. Seek it in small doses daily. Because the mind that has faced cold, hunger, and discipline is a mind that won't break when life hits harder. The third habit cuts straight to the root of Stoic strength. Control what you can and release what you can't. How much of your life is wasted worrying about things you can't control? The weather, other people's opinions, the past, the future. This mental slavery drains your power. Epictetus gave the solution. Some things are in our control and others not. His entire philosophy rests on this distinction. Control your mind, choices, and actions. Release the rest. Modern cognitive therapy, one of the most effective treatments for anxiety, is built on this same principle. Patients are taught to separate controllable factors from uncontrollable ones and channel energy only into what they can influence. When you stop wasting your life on what's beyond your reach, you reclaim your power. The untouchable mind is the one that stays rooted in its circle of control. That brings us to the fourth habit, daily reflection. To the Stoics, each day unexamined was a day wasted. Most people never examine their day. They just repeat mistakes on autopilot. But the Stoics believed reflection was non-negotiable. Seneca wrote, "When the light has been removed and my wife has fallen silent, I examine my entire day and go back over what I've done and said." He asked himself, what did I do well? Where did I fall short? How can I improve tomorrow? This habit is like a daily reset. Modern research shows that self-reflection strengthens learning and decision-making. It creates feedback loops that accelerate growth. So before bed, take 5 minutes. Review your choices. Praise yourself where you improved. Correct yourself where you slipped. Untouchable minds aren't built in one day. They're built by reviewing every day. The fifth habit is one most people overlook, practicing silence. In a world drowning in noise, silence becomes a weapon of clarity. Noise is everywhere, notifications, chatter, endless opinions, and most minds drown in it. The Stoics valued silence as a discipline. Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, taught that silence is a lesson in itself. Musonius Rufus went further, saying that we should practice holding back unnecessary words to strengthen self-control. Modern neuroscience confirms that silence restores the brain. Periods of quiet allow the mind to consolidate memory, reduce stress, and increase creativity. So reclaim silence. Don't just consume noise, step into quiet. Put your phone down. Walk without headphones. Train your mind to be still and you'll discover that silence is not emptiness, it's strength. The sixth habit is negative visualization. By picturing loss before it comes, the Stoics trained their hearts to face anything with calm. We all take life for granted until it's ripped away. The Stoics trained against this by imagining loss of possessions, health, even loved ones. Not to be morbid, but to deepen gratitude and prepare their hearts. Seneca wrote, "He robs present ills of their power, who has perceived their coming beforehand." Psychologists call this defensive pessimism. Studies show that imagining potential losses actually reduces anxiety and strengthens resilience when those events occur. Untouchable people don't deny life's fragility. They face it. And by doing so, they learn to love deeper, live lighter, and hold gratitude for every moment. Next comes the seventh habit, practicing gratitude. Gratitude was not just a feeling for the Stoics, it was mental armor. Most people chase what they don't have instead of appreciating what they already do, but the Stoics tied gratitude directly to strength. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive." To the Stoics, gratitude wasn't cliché, it was a discipline. Modern studies show that gratitude literally rewires the brain, increasing dopamine and serotonin while lowering stress hormones. People who practice daily gratitude are more resilient, happier, and mentally stable. So train yourself to notice small blessings, a meal, a conversation, a moment of peace. Gratitude turns what you have into enough, and enough into abundance. The eighth habit is self-denial of harmful pleasures. To the Stoics, mastery over desire meant freedom from chains. They knew that indulgence weakens the soul. Epictetus warned against chasing constant pleasure, saying, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows." The Stoics practiced self-denial, not rejecting joy, but rejecting enslavement, to drink without being addicted, to eat without being gluttonous, to use wealth without being owned by it. Modern psychology agrees. The ability to delay gratification predicts success better than IQ. The famous marshmallow test proved that children who could resist immediate pleasure ended up more disciplined and successful in adulthood. If you want to be untouchable, master your desires. Pleasure should be a choice, not a chain. The ninth habit is journaling for clarity. Writing was the Stoics' way of sharpening their thoughts and strengthening their minds. Marcus Aurelius' Meditations is essentially his private journal, notes to himself on how to live better. Why? Because writing forces clarity. Thoughts that feel overwhelming in your head shrink once written on paper. Journaling is mental armor. Modern therapists recommend journaling as one of the most powerful tools for reducing stress, anxiety, and emotional burnout. Writing helps regulate emotions and improves problem solving. So make journaling a daily ritual, not for poetry or perfection, but for truth. Pour your mind onto paper and you'll discover patterns, lessons, and strength you didn't know you had. And finally, the 10th habit, Memento mori, remembering death. By facing mortality, the Stoics learned how to truly live. Most people avoid thinking about death. The Stoics faced it daily, not to be grim, but to live more fully. Epictetus said, "Keep death and exile before your eyes each day, along with everything that seems terrible. By doing so, you'll never have a base thought, nor will you have excessive desire." Memento mori, remember you must die, reminds us that time is not infinite. Every wasted day is a day stolen from your life. Modern psychology supports this. People who reflect on mortality tend to make better decisions, value relationships more, and pursue goals with urgency. To be untouchable is not to deny death, but to let its reality sharpen your life. Live as if each day matters, because it does. So these are the 10 Stoic habits that can make you mentally untouchable. They aren't quick fixes or clever tricks. They're daily disciplines that reshape who you are. The world will always test you, but if you build these habits, you won't just survive, you'll stand unshaken. Remember, untouchable strength isn't built overnight, it's built daily. So build it. And if you'd like more Stoic wisdom and tools for resilience, remember to like this video and subscribe for more.